Square and square roots. A school is celebrating Independence Day in the school ground. For that, a teacher wants to arrange 484 students to stand in equal number of rows and columns. So, how can he arrange 484 students to stand in equal number of rows and columns? A farmer has a square-shaped farmland whose area is 6,889 square meters. He wants to fence his farmland around 10 times using a wire. So, what would be the length of the wire required to fence the square-shaped farm whose area is 6,889 square meters 10 times? Before going to square roots, let us recall what do you mean by a square? The product of a number which is multiplied by itself is called a square number. When a number is multiplied by itself, that number is called the root of the square number. 2 multiplied by itself gives 4. That means 2 is the square root of 4. Similarly, 3 is the square root of 9. Square root is the inverse operation of a square. So, square root of 4 is equal to 2. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Positive square root. Positive square root is denoted by this symbol. What is the value of square root of 36? Yes, it is 6. What is the value of square root of 64? Yes, it is 8. What would be the value of square root of 784? Is it easy to find the value of square root of 784 using the given table? First of all, we have to prime factorize 784. We already know the prime numbers, right? Using prime numbers, we have to divide 784 to get prime factors of 784. Take 784 and follow the steps. Check if 784 is divisible by 2 or not. Yes, 2 times 392 gives us 784. Now, is 392 divisible by 2 or not? 2 times 196 is 392. Is 196 divisible by 2 or not? 2 times 98 is 196. 98 times. So on and so forth. 2 times 49 is 98. Is 49 divisible by 2 or not? No. Now check with 3. No. Check with the next prime number 5. No. Similarly, check with 7. Yes, 7 into 7 gives 49. Then write it down. 784 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7. So, we have to multiply the taken factors to get the value of square root of 784. Square root of 784 is equal to 2 into 2 into 7. So, 28 is the required square root of 784. Can we find the answer for the first situation? Square root of 484 is equal to, yes, using prime factorization method, we can easily find the square root of 484. As usual, prime factorize 484. That will be equal to 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. Take one number from each pair and multiply them to get the value of square root 484. Square root of 484 is equal to 2 into 11. That is equal to 22. So 22 students should be arranged in each row and column. The square root of 2352. Prime factorize 2352. By prime factorization, we get 2352 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7 into 7. Is 2352 a perfect square? No, because every number has its pair except the number 3. So can we find the square root of 2352? No. How can we make it a perfect square? Here 3 doesn't have a pair. Therefore, by multiplying with 3 on both sides, we can make it a pair. By multiplying 2352 and 3, we get 7056 and make 3 as a pair too. Now every prime factor has its pair. 7056 is the perfect square. Can we find the square root of 7056? Yes. Take one prime factor from each pair and multiply. We get 84. Therefore, the square root of 7056 is equal to 84. Find the smallest whole number which, when multiplied by 2028, gives a perfect square number. Also, find the square root of the square number so obtained. By prime factorizing, we get 2028 equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 13 into 13. Here too, 3 does not have a pair. So that we have to multiply 2028 with 3 to make it a perfect square. 2028 multiplied by 3 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 13 into 13, 3. So 6084 is equal to, therefore square root of 6084 is equal to 2 into 3 into 13, which is equal to 78. A non-perfect square can be made a perfect square not only by multiplication but also by division. By dividing 2028 by 3, we can make it a perfect square. 2028 divided by 3 is equal to 2 into 2 into 13 into 13 into 3 square root by division method. In the second situation, we need to find the answer for square root of 6889. Thus, we prime factorize the number. To factorize 6889, check with 2, check with 3, check with 5, check with 7, check with 11, and so on. 6889 will be divided by the prime number 83. To find the prime factor of 6889, we have to check up to 83. 6889 is equal to 83 into 83. It's not easy to find some of the numbers of prime factorization. Factorization method can be lengthy and tedious. Therefore, we have the division method to find the square root value. Let us learn to find the square root value by using the division method. Follow the steps. Step 1. Make groups or pairs of the digits starting from the units place and moving to the left of the given number. Place a bar over every pair of digits starting from the units digit. 89 bar and 68 bar. Step 2. Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the given number in the leftmost group. 8 square is lesser than 68, which is lesser than 9 square. Take 8 as the divisor and quotient. Write 64 under the leftmost group. Step 3. As usual, subtract the square root from the leftmost group to get the remainder. By subtracting 64 from 68, we get 4 as the remainder. Step 4. Bring down the next group and write it next to the remainder. We get a new dividend. Now the new dividend is 489. Step 5. In this step, the quotient is added to the divisor or double the divisor and enter it with blank space on its right. Add 8 to the divisor 8 and enter its sum with a blank space. Step 6. Now observe the new dividend, that is 489. Guess a largest possible digit to fill the blank which also becomes the new digit in the quotient, such that when the new digit is multiplied to the new quotient, the product is less than or equal to the dividend. In this case, 161 into 1 is equal to 161. 161 becomes lesser than 489. 162 into 2 is equal to 324. 324 is near to 489, and 163 into 3 is equal to 489. 489 is exactly suitable, so now the new digit in the quotient is 3. Get the remainder. Since the remainder is 0 and no bar left, therefore the square root of 6,889 is equal to 83. Now we've got the side of the square-shaped farmland. We can find the perimeter. What is the side of the square-shaped farmland? 83. Perimeter is 4 into 83. Length of the wire required to fence the square-shaped farmland 10 times is equal to 332 into 10, which is equal to 3,320 meters. Let us summarize what we have learned. Square root is the inverse operation of a square. There are two integral square roots of a perfect square root number. Positive square root is denoted by this symbol. For example, 7 square is equal to 49 and square root of 49 is equal to 7.